Hey, Shawnee from SpeedCubeShop.com. I got a package from SpeedCubeShop, so all of this will be available right now at SpeedCubeShop, link in the description. We got some puzzles. The Easy Simple Cube. This is just a whole new company, possibly from a designer from another company branching off, but I'm not sure on that. We've got smaller ones and I think a more higher end one. Real quick, let me just check. I always like new puzzles like this because I have no idea what it's going to be like. It could be the greatest puzzle that everyone should be using, but you know, you won't see people using them a lot because they're sponsored by other companies. Or it's just absolute garbage because they're trying to branch out so much and do something completely different that it doesn't work out. So let's check each of these out. We'll do the smaller ones and then the bigger one in this box. What do we have? Oh, little keychain. Well, that's lovely. Cleaning cloth. Cards. That's a different type of tensioning tool. Okay. Same idea, but the box is just bigger. There's nothing extra in there, it looks like. Let me just check this to make sure. Oh, wait, no, is this box bigger? Exact same stuff. Okay, one of these is the standard edition. One has core magnets, and then this one is the 20 magnet core. Let's take off a couple pieces so I can know which is which. Standard edition, those magnets are wild. Like, I've never seen magnets, not only it's clear, which is just fun, but whether it's like a larger magnet like that, that's oval shaped. I mean, I used to magnetize a lot of puzzles, and I've never seen oval magnets listed. I'm sure you can find them. I'm sure it's probably not even a hard thing to do, but it's definitely a more awkward manufacturing. Ball core magnets are inside this plastic core here and UV coated. I like that these are still glossy. I was expecting magnets on the edge. Maybe there's just more in the core. So this one has a light blue internal, white, and white. So I'm just going to have to memorize between these two. Can I tell with turning? Not really. Okay, and last thing before I actually do the turning, what's this look like under the hood? There we go. How does this tensioning work? So you can turn it both clockwise and counterclockwise. It's easy to tension. It's very easy to tension. Like, I can turn it. I can't see the numbers as I'm turning it, but nope, that's just a solving guide. Am I missing something? Does it just not tell you what that is? I don't understand what's going on. Okay, I have no idea how that works. I'll have to just experiment. Okay, let's just turn it.
It's about time.
Yeah. So standard. Okay. Performance. Is actually pretty nice. Real nice. Yeah, that's real nice. Listed on SpeedCubeShop, we have 77 grams, 79, 79.8. So heavier than things like GAN, but not super crazy heavy. I would say a standard for a lot of other things. Let's check the size. It actually doesn't say the size there. It says easy to use tensioning system, and I can't figure it out just by messing with it. I'm gonna have to really take this apart. 56. So it felt GAN sized, but it's a little bit more. It's not even really rounded. It's like if you took a piece shape of something like I don't know, the YS3 or WRM and then made it bigger so it's GAN size. That's what it kind of feels like. Without adding any lubrication, I'm just going to do a solve on each. And I'll try to do it under the camera so I can keep this angle. So aside from the tension system, which I can't quite understand what's going on, and I didn't quite see a difference, there's no magnet adjustments. Price-wise, standard 21, 8-core magnet 25, 20 magnet core is 35. So price-wise, decent. Not competing with the $80 puzzles, which are just plainly overpriced, and not trying to push the $10 to $15 range. Okay, quick solve on each. Oh, that got a bit stuck. What am I doing? Did it? Okay. That felt old school. That felt classic. I am messing up the cross so much right now for some reason. It does turn well. It's real nice turning. It's got a bit of flexibility, which I might be able to adjust with figuring out tensions, but it flows well. I feel like I'm actually going to get real good times with this. Okay, I'm going to figure out these tensions. I'm going to jump through it, but there's no card that's telling me actually how to do the tensions. So that one card that, even though it might say a bit more like this, I don't... Okay. Well, yeah, let's Google Translate. So, pause here.
The elastic force can adjust to 5 levels. Turn the adjustment arm clockwise to increase the elastic force, and the wheelbase remains unchanged. The wheelbase can be adjusted in 6 levels. Turn the adjustment arm counterclockwise to reduce the wheelbase, and the elastic force remains unchanged. If there's no indication, rotate the adjustment 180 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise.
Actually, that was real good. That was real nice. That told me everything. Okay, well, let's get back to this.
15 minutes later.
Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, keep following SpeedCube Review for more news and reviews. Oh my god, I wasn't even playing the camera that whole time. So clockwise was elasticity, counterclockwise was tension, and what was fascinating is that there's half the time there's nothing there. And I'm curious if it's actually there but just not giving the numbers, which is a weird thing to do, or it's just, I don't know, move it all the way back. Here we go. I'm getting old. The tension feels non-existent, the change of it. It has a very loose feel to it. Stop snoring. It has a very loose feel to it. It feels fast. It feels like you could get a real fast turning out of it. I need to loosen this just a little bit more. Who is this puzzle for? So this is for people who, I'm going to say, prefer the feeling of Moyu puzzles, but want it somewhat more like a GAN puzzle as far as size and lightness. It's not lightness in weight. It's got some heft to it, something similar to, I don't know, like some Moyu puzzles, or like the I would say the older Tornado version 3, if I remember correctly. It has a very light turning. I feel like this could be considered a world record puzzle. Now, it doesn't have the same sort of auto-align magnet strength. It's kind of a lighter magnet strength, lighter compression feeling. What I like most about this is just the shape of the pieces, the way it flows. Definitely, I could say improvement on the magnet strength or adjustment, especially for the core magnets, because I felt no difference between these two at all, and not a ton in this one. And more compression. I don't know if this is maglev or springs. I can't tell. But sometimes maglev doesn't give you a lot of change, and companies have gotten better with it. It's fine. It exists. I feel like a company like this is going to have trouble breaking through, because it's not like even the YJ MGC Beta. I'd probably recommend this one if someone is like, I don't know what to get. Yeah, I'd recommend the MGC Beta if someone doesn't know what to... It's fine. It's an interesting puzzle. I like the logo. I like the piece design. I would love to see a bit more compression ability or a little bit stronger magnet, especially in the core. But it's fine. It's a nice in-between, and I could see people preferring this if they want that 56 millimeter lighter spring tension turning feeling of a puzzle that also doesn't feel cheap. I guess that's something. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like when you have a 60-gram puzzle and it feels like paper. It doesn't feel like that. So with all that said, SpeedCubeShop. I'll put a link to those. I'll put a link to, I guess, the MGC because I showed it in the video. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, keep following SpeedCube Review for more news and reviews. Oh my